Mga ate at mga kuya, welcome back to Kuya Puto's channel. So, lately, I've been uploading all of these videos about being a landlord, rental properties, income properties, passive income. Marami po nagsasabi, Kuya Puto, hindi naman totoo yung sinasabi ninyo eh. Napakadaling maging landlord. Ang dami kong kakilala. Sinasabi nila, ito landlord yun, landlord. Ito merong parenta yun, may parenta. Sinasabi nila lahat madali. Isisinungaling ka, di ba? Man, I'm not lying about everything or anything that I say. Lahat po yun based on my experience. Tutuusin nga. This video right here, I'll share one of the nightmares that I had as a landlord. Para ma-feel nyo na talagang di madali itong side hustle na to. Lalo na kung wala kayong experience, lalo na kung nag-uumpisa kayo, you're gonna go through butas ng karayom just to learn the ropes. So, kwentuhan tayo. Dito po sa Brantford, Ontario, binili namin ni Mrs. yung first house namin. It was a townhouse, row house. We're the end unit of a unit of 3. It was a good house. It was a lucky house. Kaya nung nag-upgrade kami, imbis na ibenta namin, sabi namin ni Mrs., you know what? Let's rent it out. You know, para meron tayong income property. So we can experience how it is to be a landlord. Since marami po kaming mga kakilala yung ginagawa nilang side hustle sa gilid and it seems to be working for them great, right? Si Mrs. nag-hatching. Anyways, so ganito nangyari guys. Yung family na nag-rent sa amin, they seem to be nice people. But you know, everybody has problems, right? So, napansin ko, kahit, you know, it's good na yung pera, it's never late. Ayos yun. But I started to notice na yung property parang pumapangit. You know, slowly but surely it was going into a state of disrepair. Probably I am part to blame dahil di ko alam kung ano ginagawa ko at the beginning. It was trial and error, di ba? It was my first try at it. Well, several years go by. I think mga 2 years, 3 years. I received a letter. Sabi nung pamilya na nagrerenta sa amin, they were gonna upgrade. So they gave me a 60 days notice, which is standard. So sabi ko, okay, I wish you luck. Thank you for renting our house for 2-3 years. Problema, ganito. When I went to go see the house, to examine what needs to be done, nashock ako. I did not check the property during the time na nagrarenta sila doon. Di ako pumasok. To be honest, I didn't even drive by. I just gave them 100% full trust, right? Na alagaan nila yung bahay. Pero, the first moment that I walked in to the property to do some checkups, yung dingding, ang daming butas. Yung pinto, yupi. I go upstairs to the kitchen. Lahat ng kitchen cabinets ko, wasak. As in somebody punched it. I think I had 23 doors or 24 doors altogether, cabinet doors, and every single one, it was punched in. Tapos, amoy aso sa loob. I guess they had dogs, right? Even though in the contract I said no dogs. And what's worse, yung backyard. Ako, I have OCD. So every house that we've ever owned, pinapaganda ko talaga siya. As in, whenever I see a picture sa Home and Garden TV, I'll try to make it look like that as close as possible. Ganun po ako. Yung backyard nung townhouse namin na pinarentahan namin, naging banyo ng mga aso nila. So what was once a beautiful green backyard with a nice deck, with beautiful furniture, ngayon, ang taas ng damo, talahib. Tapos puro dumi ng aso everywhere, you know. Basically, papalabasin nila yung aso nila doon. They'll do their business and they don't clean up. It was bad. It was really bad. There was garbage all over the backyard. And dun sa harapan ng bahay, I noticed ang dami nung cigarette butts. So I guess whoever was smoking, you know, they had the decency enough to go outside of the house, pero there was like a million cigarette butts on the front lawn, as in nobody took care of it. Na heartbroken po ako because, you know, that was our first house as husband and wife dito sa Brantford, and I took it really personal. And you know what? Ako problema ko yun dahil every time we buy a property, tinitiran muna namin before we rent it out, right? And parang napapamahal sa akin because it becomes your personal property, di ba? So, my biggest problem, this is probably why I'm not a good landlord, and I'll admit that. I cannot separate personal and business. Marami po yung mga mentors ko sasabihin sa akin, Mark, the moment you rent out the house, one thing for sure is your renters will never treat your house the same way as you did. You need to accept that. You need to stop looking at your house as your personal property and start looking at that house as a business proposition. You know? Isipin mo, box na lang yan. Yeah, box na lang. It's not a house, it's a box. Pagkatapos tirahan ng mga renters mo, hire people. Papinturahan mo, paayos mo ulit. You know, reset. You know, rinse and repeat. Ako, like I said, pinaka-problema ko, I take it too personal. Anyways, nung nakita ko po yun, yung kondisyon ng bahay, nalungkot ako. Tutuusin. Man, naiyak pa nga ako nun eh. And kinausap ko si Missy, sabi ko sa kanya, you know, I can't do this landlord thing. I just can't. Dahil masyado akong malambot, I take it too personal. Fortunately enough, around that time, that was around houses started to go up and appreciate in value sa Brantford, di ba? So sabi ni Mrs., benta na lang natin. So I agreed. So nandun pa po yung mga tenants. But I made a deal with them, right? I go, you know what? I will put my feelings aside. You know, it's very clear that I'm not happy with what you guys did to the house. But, you know, it is what it is. Ayos na yun. I'll forgive that. That's okay. I'm not even going to charge you for all the damages, you know. Just allow me to bring contractors in so they can repair whatever needs to be repaired so I can get this house ready for sale. And you know what? What are they going to say? No. So the tenants agreed, right? Buti nga yun eh. Honestly, I was even ready to say, hey, you know what? I'll pay you to get out right now. Just leave the house. Okay, I'll even pay you to do that. I was at that point because I was so heartbroken, right? But anyways, we made an agreement. They can stay until their last day or whatever. And I'm not going to charge them for the damages that they caused, but they need to allow my contractors to do whatever repair that needs to be done to prepare the house for sale. So they both agreed. So I hired a bunch of people to paint, do drywall work, do the repairs on the kitchen cabinets that they busted. I hired a bunch of lawn care experts to bring back life to the backyard that they treated as a bathroom for their pets. You know, all of that. I brought the house back to life. So the last week, let's move forward. The last week, they were supposed to leave. My contractors were busy working on the inside of the house. Tinawagan nila ako. Sabi, Mark, there's a situation here at the townhouse and we need to stop working because there is a bad smell coming from the basement. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, did I forget to say all of this when they called me, when that phone call happened? It was actually my 38th birthday. Yes, it was my 38th birthday. It was June 23rd. I'll never ever forget this. It was my 38th birthday. I had a deadline because I already spoke with my realtor agent, right? Sabi niya, we need to list this on Monday because, you know, we can't afford like another day of delay. If you want top dollar, this is the time we have to hit the market while it's hot. So we had a deadline, right? So I couldn't afford for my workers to not be able to continue their work and finish the project. So on my birthday, I drove to the townhouse. I went to the basement and I discovered that there was a terrible sewer backup. Yes, sewer backup. For all of those people that don't know what a sewer backup is, it's when, kunyari nag-flush kayo ng toilet, you turn on the sink, naligo kayo. All the water, there's a drain on the basement floor. All of that, like gray water, dirty water, contaminated water, bubulwak, ganun, from the basement floor. So, merong baha dun sa basement namin. Obviously, may bara, di ba? Ang baho. As in, isipin nyo guys, lahat ng dumi na fina-flush nyo sa toilet ninyo, basically, bumuluwak dun sa basement. So there's a blockage somewhere. I'm like, oh my God. I was like that, right? Mind you, this is my 38th birthday. I took that day off specifically to spend with my wife and my family to celebrate my 38th birthday. So nung nakita ko to, I had to make a quick decision. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, you know what? I think I might be celebrating my birthday scooping shit. That way my workers, my contractors can go back into the house and finish this project so we can meet the Monday deadline. So tinawagan ko si Mrs. I told her the situation. Galit na galit po siya. But you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. I tried calling, those plumbers that they snake the drain to get rid of the clog. But that was a long weekend, so no luck whatsoever. I think I called like 3 or 4 different plumbers, rotor people, but nobody was able to come and help me because, like I said, it was a long weekend, right? So, yung bahay yata dun sa basement, ganyang kataas, and it's all sewer water, like dirty, shitty, black sewer water, ang baho. Anyways, guys, long story short, I took it upon myself to fix the problem. I go to Home Depot. I spoke to one of the consultants there. I told them what the problem was, and they said, you need to borrow this tool. It's called an electric snake. So, yeah, I borrowed an electric snake. I bought a hazmat suit. You guys know what a hazmat suit is, right? Yeah. Bought gloves, I bought botas, and then I took all of that equipment back to the townhouse, and para akong astronaut, I'm not even joking. I had the hazmat suit, I had like the face mask, I had the gloves, I had the botas, I had the electric snake, and then I snaked that drain like there was no tomorrow for a good 2 hours until I pulled a bunch of hair and a bunch of baby wipes and a bunch of grease and crap and whatever else disgusting stuff that you can imagine that you can pull out of a drain. That's why it's clogged, right? And on top of that, I cleaned this much sewer water that collected on the basement floor. Ginawa ko po lahat yun just so my workers can go back and finish the project so we can meet the deadline so we can put the house for sale and not miss out on an opportunity. Ginawa ko po lahat yun on my birthday. Yes, on my birthday. That was my birthday gift. Hawak-hawak ko dumi ng ibang tao. Hawak-hawak ko like dirty oh God, it was disgusting. But I did all of that because I needed results right there and then. And if you need to get something done quick, and if you need something done right, you do it yourself. Yun po nangyari sa akin. I confronted my tenant. I said, you said to me that this is not your fault. It just happens. How do you explain yung baby wipes? How do you explain all the hair? How do you explain all the grease and all the crap and everything else that I pulled out of the pipe? Obviously, they deny it. But what are you gonna do? So you know what? I didn't want to argue with them because that was their last week anyways, and I just wanted this project done. So I told them, you know what? Forget it. There's no point talking to you. Goodbye. Goodbye. So thank God I was able to do all of that. My workers came back in, finished the project. Long story short, we met our deadline and we were able to put the house for sale, and we sold it in less than 24 hours with multiple bids. Yes. Etong kamay na to, nakahawak po to ng dumi na galing sa ibang tao. On my 38th birthday, that was my gift. But you know what? Hindi po yun ang inisip ko. Inisip ko lang, this needs to be done. This needs to be done right now. Because I don't want to miss out on an opportunity. So, all that courage is, magagawa nyo ba yun, guys? On your birthday, okay? Magagawa nyo ba yun? Kuya Puto did it. Because it needed to be done. That's the kind of person I am. Long story short, guys, we sold the house. And when we got the check from the lawyer, I told my wife, you know what I went through? I went through hell. I'm not a plumber. I've never been exposed to this type of unfortunate incident that I had to go find a solution for myself. I think I deserve a prize. So I told her, since I spent my birthday snaking a pipe, fixing a sewer backup, all by myself, I think I deserve something nice. So she cut me a check for a BMW M3. That was my gift. That was her gift to me for doing what I had to do for the family to get things done. Anyways, going back to the topic. So, akala nyo madaling maging landlord? I hope this story, gives you an idea. I'm not saying this happens to all landlords, but it could, and it did to me. And if you think that it's a glamorous life, think again. If you think that this is easy, think again. If you think this is passive income, think again. One thing I can say, at the end, if you do everything right, it does pay off. But what people don't see is the journey behind every single shiny thing that they see out there. Yeah, you'll see a Beamer, you'll see a BMW M3, a white one, like mine. Okay? Kikita nyo, sasabihin nyo, ang ganda. But do you know the story behind it? Kaya nyo bang humawak ng dumi ng ibang tao on your birthday? Kaya nyo bang isnake yung napaka-dupak na pipe just so, you can free the clog and take buckets and fill it up with dirty sewer water, half the day, wearing a hazmat suit. That's the price that I paid to get something nice and shiny. Can you make that sacrifice? So yeah, it's not easy. It is not easy. There's a story behind every single shiny thing that you see out there. So yeah, sana naman na-entertain kayo kahit konti dito sa story time ni Kuya Puto. And yeah, I just wanted to show you the reality of being a landlord and how it's not so glamorous like how everybody makes it to be. Join me on the next one, guys. This is Kuya Puto wishing you good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Stay hungry, stay humble. Keep your hustle strong. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye for now.
Pag-ibig